you see me with my head cut off, right? I'm gonna back up. Okay, so if you have just a foam roller, like I said, no worries. You're gonna place that onto the floor, and we're gonna place our foot right on top where the arch is at. If you have the ball, let me just change this real quick. If you have the ball, we're gonna place it under our heel. Now, I want you to apply pressure, but I don't want you jamming your foot into the ball. So apply a little pressure so you feel that pressure point. And then you're going to come off of the opposite heel that you're pressing into. So if we can all work our left foot, we'll make it easier. So have the ball right underneath of your left heel. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it. And I'm just going to kind of drop my weight into it. If I'm on the foam roller, like I said, this still works. I'm going to press my heel into that foam roller, and I'm just going to apply pressure. So it's kind of like I'm on my tip. Good. Now come off of the other foot or come down. And now let's take that foam roller or ball right into the arch of our foot. And I'm just going to pass from the heel to the arch. Heel to the arch. Now I'm not stomping. I'm not trying to drive my foot to the floor, but I am applying pressure. And depending on the device that you're using will determine the pressure that you create. You should feel kind of like someone was massaging your feet, maybe some achy points, but it shouldn't be unbearable pain. Push forward, pull back. Push forward, pull back. So I'm going to demonstrate on the foam roller. Now, everybody, turn your foot in so that inner part of your arch goes into your device. And let's roll that little area right there. And again, depending on what you're using will depend on the amount of pressure that you're putting on. If you ever suffer from plantar fasciitis, this is something good to do. If you're walking a lot right now on the pavement, this is an area that you want to roll. And it should be to a point that I feel it, not, oh my God, this is so painful. Now come back to the center. Now go to the outer edge of your foot. And now roll that side. Now we're on the ball, we're on the cylinder. It's going to walk, so readjust your body as needed. If you're feeling unbalanced, you can always have a chair near you. Now go back to the center and roll that center arch. Roll that center arch. Good. Now bring the ball right to the ball of the foot. Bring your roller to the ball of the foot. Now if you're on a ball, you're going to press your heel down and feel like you're leaning forward. If you're on the roller, you're going to try to accomplish the same thing, but your heel should not touch the ground. You feel that deep stretch in the Achilles. Now, you should also feel a stretch going across the digitorum and through your big toe. That back fascial line connects to the big toe. So spread your toes out as wide as you can. Breathe into it. Good. Now release some of the pressure. Now, if you're on a ball, I want you to go across the ball of your foot side to side. If you're on the foam roller, you're going to try to scratch your foot. So I'm literally trying to scratch my foot on the foam roller, or I'm taking the ball across the ball of my foot. Either way, spread your toes and apply that pressure. Good. 4, 3, 2, and time. Let's go ahead and roll forward and back one more time. Now, I always feel more pressure right in the center of my arch, so I'm going to hold that spot, and I'm going to apply about 10 more seconds of pressure. So find your zone that you feel a little bit more, and apply pressure that you can tolerate. 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Come onto your mat or stand straight where you're at, and I want you to just feel toe raise. Feel toe raise. You should feel a little bit more open on the foot that we just worked with. So today we're going to do a lot of the lower body sequence. One of the things I see most often in clients is we tend to drop our arches, and that creates a lot of tension in our feet and our outer part of our calves, our thighs, and it leads to dysfunction in our hips and back. So we're going to focus on that today. Let's go ahead and get ready for the other side. So we just did our left foot, so hopefully you're ready for the right. So place your right heel on your ball or roller, and if you're on the ball, you're really going to press down and lift your weight off your left foot and just drop into the ball, right? If you're on the heel of the roller, you're just going to try to push your heel down into that roller as much as you can tolerate. Good, breathe into it. And out. Remember, everything is a matter of release and out. We don't want to create unnecessary tension. Now, bring the roller or ball to the center of your foot. I like to be staggered so I have a little more pressure. And now let's roll from the heel to the ball of the foot. Heel to the ball of the foot. Now, kind of explore and examine. We're going to notice that it's always going to be different on one side than the other. Keep pushing into the roller. Now let's turn into that inner arch, pretty much very naturally tend to permeate, and really just see how that feels. Good. Keep pushing into it, and then go back to the center. And we don't want to just move too quick. You really want to be applying pressure, and then no pressure, and then pressure, and then no pressure. And now let's go to the outer edge of the foot, and do the same thing. I personally don't have as much tension here, but I do focus on the entire area. So when you go to hold the concussion spots, you're going to find where you have more. Go back to the center. Now, if you have the ball, put it right at the base of the ball of the foot. You kind of lean forward and really try to spread your toes. This is where you're going to feel that top of the form into the base up. If you're on the roller, you're pressing down, but just remember, our heel is not going to touch. Spread the toes and keep trying to push forward. Keep trying to spread the toe and breathe into it. Good. Couple more. You'll feel a little bit of that Achilles stretching. Don't worry, we're going to be rolling it, so we'll really get it later. Now, if you have the ball, roll the ball across the ball of the foot. If you're on the roller, feel like you're scratching your foot. You can wiggle side to side, whatever it takes. We just want that skin, that superficial fascia to release. 4, 3, 2, and then let's just roll through that arch. And now find where you have the most tension, and then I want you to apply pressure there for about 10 seconds. And then see if you can connect the dots. With that pressure that you're having in your foot, does it ever translate to any of your joints above? And breathe into it for 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Go ahead and come off the roller. If you have the ball, we don't need it anymore today. We will just be utilizing our cylinder. Find your feet hip distance apart. Knees are soft. And the same thing. Heel raise, toe raise. So plantar and dorsiflexion. Plantar. So you should definitely feel a lot more available both feet, especially with that plantar flexion. Good. Now, I want to just run through a couple exercises that we're going to be doing again post opening, and I just wanted to see if you compare them. Again, nothing crazy. Feet are going to go about shoulder width apart. Feel like you're pushing the ground apart. So I should not see the knees deviate in. I'm going to push the ground apart. My big toe is down, and all of my toes are spread. We're going to lower into a squat, and then come back up. Now, really evaluate your feet. Your feet feel like they're pushing forward, but then apart at the same time. That's going to enable you to lower and lift your pelvis. Now, from the feet, feel the muscles in your ankle, quads, glutes, and then your upper body determine, are you letting go and dropping your chest? This is usually where I do my class to lift to lower. Personally, I feel a lot of tightness in my ankle. And when we're not able to get enough dorsiflexion, most of us end up here on our squat, and we're loading our back. So releasing the ankle, having proper mobility is very important in the squatting pattern. If you do a lot, not just in workout, in life. Good. 2 more here. And come back up. And then last one. Good. And now I want you to go to a wider position, heels in, toes out. We're not in a plie, we're in what we call a sumo squat. I want you to go straight down, straight out. Now, if you're tight in the hips in any way, we're already getting a little cranky in the adductors and in the pelvis. But keep the weight on the heels, spread the toes. Great thing is, you feel your feet right now, especially doing these movements barefoot, you can really see where you want those toes. So we lengthen and we spread. Good. Keep the weight in the heel. We're going to do just 4 more here. Breathe in, breathe out. We're even going to attempt to get to a really tricky area today. Known as the Adept of Madness. You've been doing class with me. You know just how tricky that is. Good. 1 more. And then come out of it. Pull the toes forward. Just give me a couple hand curls. So again, you're having properly warmed up, so you might feel some weakness. But the goal is the sequence we're going to do today is going to take that away. So come on down to your mat, have a seat with me. We're going to start from the bottom up. So we got a lot to do, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this now. But the biggest area that inhibits movement starts with your feet, your calves. So take your right leg. Let me actually do my left leg so y'all can see. Take your right leg, and I want you to flex your calf. So you see that nice, beautiful muscle, that nice bump. Put the roller right where it ends. That's the attachment into the Achilles. So we have 2 zones when we do this. We're going to press down into it. Now, if this is already achy, what will you feel? Bruising, a little bit of stinging, some pressure. What you don't want to feel is other pain when you jump off of it. Relax your foot. Maybe bring your left leg on top. Now you feel more pressure. I'm going to lightly bend my right knee and extend it. We're going to do 7 more of those. Bend and extend. Now, you might feel everything that I've said already, some bumps, discomfort. If it's too much, take the other leg off. If it's not enough, you're going to have to pick your body up and sway front to back. Me personally today, this is good. Try to relax your feet. The only moving joint is your knee. We have 2 more. Good. Last one. Now I'm going to hold at that beginning base. I'm going to rotate the leg out and rotate in. Here's where you're going to feel bumps. The muscle runs vertical, and the fact that we're standing over it horizontal, you're just feeling the edge of that muscle. So no worries. But a little tenderness when you go over that bump. To be expected. So breathe. 4. Good. Slow and steady wins the race. 3. Remember, my goal is I'm exploring the tightness, connecting it up. So now I'm going to hold where I feel the most tenderness. I want you to bear down, and now I want you to feel like you're scratching. Feel like you're erasing that knot. Erase it, scratch it off. Good. For 4, relax your foot. 3, 2, and now time. Now go up a little higher to the belly of the calf. This is really a big part of the muscle movement. Now there's 2 of them. Relax the foot. I'm going to invite my other leg back on top. Good. And now we're going to bend the right knee and extend it. It's very small movements. The ultimate goal is then taking pressure off and I'm going to put pressure on. Breathe in as I take it off. Breathe out as I put it on. Go ahead. 4 more. Everybody's doing this at their pace, at their level. Good. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Woo, this is lowering my harder leg. And now we're going to hold. And now we're going to roll over that edge. Knee goes out, knee turns in. So the joint that's really moving is my hip, my femur articulation. So I turn out, turn in. Now, does anybody feel that nice big bump on the lateral side? Most of us have that. Not only does your right tibia connect, but if your feet tend to pronate, you're going to have a lot more pressure on the lateral side. So hold that bump, and now let's try to scratch it off. Good. So this is one of the goals of trigger point, is we find that knot, and we apply pressure to it till it releases. And then we press a little more till it releases. And eventually the tissue returns back to the balance state. Good. Now for this one, turn the knee out, turn your roller in, and now bend your knee and extend. So we're going to roll on that lateral side. Bend and extend. My foot's relaxed. The only thing moving is my knee. Bend it and extend. It could feel a little stinging. Don't worry. All of it's good. We're bringing blood flow. Breathe into it. 2 more. Last one. Now I'm going to hold it where I feel the most tension. And now I'm going to feel like I'm kind of flutter kicking my foot. From the knee, I'm kicking. Is essentially that scratching motor again. But I feel like I'm flutter kicking to accommodate it. So here's 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. We're going to go ahead and come off the roller, straighten that right leg out. let's just again, dorsey and plantar flex. Point and flex. Foot. Just letting that blood and fluid move. Maybe draw a couple ankle circles. But you should just feel a lot more mobility. One thing about rolling, it's not a one size fits all. It's something we need to incorporate more of. We're good at moving. We're not good at recovering. That's why I switch to the left leg. I'm going to turn sideways so I can see you. So flex the foot, find the base. Right where that calf meets into that Achilles. And first, we just rest our legs on. Good. I am going to bring my other leg on top for that extra pressure. I'm going to relax both of my feet. I'm going to bend my left knee. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to straighten my leg. I'm going to bend my knee, breathe in, and out. Remember, my key word here is I'm melting into the roller. If you're not feeling anything, you might want to reach out to me for a recommendation of a firmer roller. There are different sizes and groups, and they will get into those crevices a little bit deeper. Not to mention all of our pain scales are different as well as the thickness. But this series really does help those of us that pronate and our hips are not strong enough to keep the knee directly under the head. Good. After one more, we're going to hold the leg out, and we're going to rock out, and we're going to rock in. Rock out, rock in. So you're slightly bearing down. If I'm just kind of sitting here and my leg is barely on it, I can even make this happen. But by pushing into the roller and applying pressure, game changer. So really try to get that downward pressure on the roller. Remember what I said, explore. Now find that little knot where you feel a little tension. We all should have a release in there. And now let's scratch it off. Keep downward pressure. Breathe into it. My other side, when I did my right leg, it was more stinging. This side is more bruising. Stinging is usually a sign of the fascial lateral that is at the top of the superficial. That bruising is really into the axonal fiber. Woo, there it goes. All right, let's go into that zone 2. So belly of the muscle. You're not at your knee, but you're at that thicker part of the calf. I'm going to get it over on top. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Downward pressure onto the roller. I'm going to bend and extend. If your shoulders are just done holding on, you can lean forward. That's absolutely fine. It just requires a little bit more strength to your abs and down. Breathe in as you bend, breathe out as we extend. We have 4 more. Remember, if you don't need this much pressure, this leg does not have to be on. If I need more, my body's up and moving. And extend. 2 more. Good. Last one. Hold. Now, we're going to take that knee and turn it out and turn it in. Turn it out and in. Good. Make sure to relax the foot. Remember what I said earlier, you feel those bumps go through. This is an opposite of the direction that you're going. But now, find that one sensitive bump. Find the flexible right there. Hold it and let's scratch it away. I'm not really going to scratch it away, but it is breaking up some of the fascia. Then really scrub into the roller. Breathe. Tell yourself this feels good, even if it doesn't, so the body can start to relax a little bit. Good. And we're going to time. Roll onto that outside. We're going to get that lateral side. And now I'm going to bend my knee in, push out. Bend in, push out. I keep my hand here, it just helps because we are on a cylinder. It does happen to walk. So this just kind of helps me put pressure and kind of know where I'm at on the roller. You're going to do what feels right for you. But really feel that lateral side. It also gets into the perineum. So these are the muscles that control that inversion and eversion of the ankle. Good. So now I'm going to hold that area that I feel and kind of that scratching flutter. Relax your foot. I should see your toes and your ankle just kind of dangle in its own way. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and time. Go ahead and come off the roller and extend both legs. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to dorsey and plantar flex. Press forward and give gas. Pedal plantar, dorsey, plantar. Good. Nice little release there. And then just roll the ankles in. And roll the ankles out. So when the muscles in the lower portion of the leg are really tight, you're more prone to feet problems, ankle problems, and then of course you can go up to knee problems. So So the next zone that I want to get, when you collapse your arch, you drop in, you really tighten your adductor and your inner hamstring. So we need to get onto our belly. I'm going to angle my mat a little differently. Now this is one of the positions, you're kind of in a plank. I call it a little bit of my spider. So I'm going to lay on my stomach, and my right knee is going to go on that roller. Can you see how the roller is in a diagonal to the front corner of my mat? Good. And then my knee goes right on the roller. My foot's going to relax. I'm not flexing to any capacity. Now, if I'm really tight, I'm going to stay up here. If I need more, I'm going to square my body up to the mat. I'm lightly, but enough pressure pressing into the roller. Using my core, using my upper body, I'm going to push forward, yeah, and then pull back. Push forward and pull back. Push forward and pull back. So this is a trigger point right here at the top of the knee. You're on the edge of the vastus medialis, which is the inner part of the quad, and you're close to one of the insertion points of the abductor muscle, the inner thigh. So push through it. You might feel stinging, you might feel a little pulling over the kneecap. Remember what I said, apply pressure to what you feel is comfortable and available to you. Now find that spot where it's more uncomfortable. Some it's closer to the knee, some of it's a little bit further away. Hold that spot, watch this. I'm going to internally rotate, my foot comes up, and then go back down. Internally rotate the femur, my foot comes up, and then go back down. Remember that game of hacky sack? Well, it's opposite of hacky sack. I'm lifting up and down. Tighten into the core. This one you're really going to feel, especially if you've never rolled through your thighs, and these are the ailments that you do find yourself having. Your knees buckling or that valgus knee when you're trying to squat. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now, bring the roller to the middle of your thigh. So now you're right in the belly of the thigh. So this is the adductor. I personally feel it just sitting here. But now I'm going to pull the roller as close to the groin as possible. And then I'm going to go back to the center of the thigh. Push it or pull it towards me and push it away. Let the hip open up. Push and pull. Make sure the knee and ankle joint are not moving. I am literally rocking my body. I'm moving through my core. So we're going to do 4 more here. And remember, if I need less pressure, I'm going to lift my body half and half. When I'm squared to my mat, I have greater tension on the roller. We're going to do 1 more here. And I'll find the area where you hold the most tension. And let's do that reverse happy sack again. Slow and steady. Breathe out. Breathe in. So as my foot goes up, the tension on the roller should increase. 3 more. Good. Tighten the core so your shoulders don't take all the fun. Good. Last one. And now I want you to just roll the whole area from the knee all the way to the head. Knee all the way to the head. So it should feel better than when you first began. A, you breathe into it, your body's not as worried, it's kind of out of that protective mechanism. And B, you thought, let's go to the area, and it's already starting to repair. And then 1 more. Great. Now, whatever leg that you just did, I want you to stay with that leg and put the roller underneath the hamstring. So I personally did do my right leg. There's a possibility that you're going to be opposite of me, but whatever leg you just did, do that one again. Now, I want your leg closer to the edge of the roller. So if you see, the inner roller is almost parallel to the inner part of my pelvis and groin. Okay? I'm going to bend my opposite leg, and I'm going to push my other leg, which is my right, into the roller, which then lifts my bum off the mat. And now we're going to do the inner hamstring. So do you see that I just turned my knee in to get there? And I'm really going to roll that inner part of the hamstring. Ooh, there's a knot. Sometimes you'll feel that little bump, you'll feel that move. But again, I'm on the edge of the roller and my knee is turned in. Try not to have all the weight on the shoulders. They do like to take over and have all the fun. You need equal weight on the roller and the other foot that's holding you up. Now, find that zone that maybe is a little more tender, and then do a quick, small windshield wiper. Your knee should still be turned in. Earlier when we did the adductor, we got the outer or the inner edge of the vastus medialis. Now you're on the outer edge of the adductor and on the inner hamstring. When that collection of muscles are tight, it makes any abduction or firing of the upper glute muscles more challenging. So this is really important to release. Keep going in that edge, make sure your toe is turned in. Yes, I'm starting to move forward and back on this one. Now hold it. Now come all the way up on the roller and sit on it. So right now, if I turn to the side, this is the funky one. My tailbone, or I'm sorry, my pelvic bone, I'm not on the roller. This would be my pelvic bone on the roller. I'm just off of it. Now, if you hit the spot, you are presently at the insertion point of your hamstrings into your pelvis. That's already going to be sensitive. I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to turn it out, which then will turn my right knee in. I'm going to hold on to my roller and start to move forward and back on that upper attachment. And I'm also close to this muscle called the adductor magnus. It's a pesky, tiny little muscle that internally rotates the femur. And when it gets tight and heavy, it makes it hard again for external rotation. So go slow. This area you can hear crunching, clicking. It might just be so uncomfortable that you can't move and you just want to hold it. That's fine too. Weirdly, when you feel any of what I just said, you know you found it. When you get to that spot that makes you relax, hang out for a minute, and then try to move through it because you found it. Now, I'm going to hold this zone, and I'm going to shake side to side. So I'm personally holding where I feel the most tension, and I'm just kind of massaging it out. I'm doing that kind of stretch. And then as it releases, maybe move up or down accordingly. Remember that trigger point, I'm trying to find the knot. I'm going to apply pressure until it releases. Good. Maybe go down a little bit. Keep that knee internally rotated. 3 more. 2. Now turn the knee out and get into that center hamstring and the edge of your inner hamstring. And now let's roll forward and back. Now, it's very important that you understand that tightness in your hamstring will cross the back of the knee. So you can feel things running up and down the leg when you hit it. Nothing to worry about. Keep moving forward to back. Yes, you do have to be a little acrobatic in this position. I do apologize, but get into it as best you can. If you have yoga blocks, bolsters, whatever you have at home to help get you through it. And the more you practice, the more you'll get to know the zones. Go ahead and slowly come all the way up, have a seat, and now just stretch your legs out. And just kind of feel like you're walking. Move out of your hips, let that natural torque happen. Now push both feet further, and then fold forward. I don't know if you can see it, but when I reach my legs out, my right leg has a little bit more extension right now. I just really released that hamstring so your knee doesn't want to buckle. Shall we do the other side? And remember, it's always going to be different one side to the next. Your side that you just did may have been your back side. So this side is not going to hurt as much. Then it can always go the other way around. And then laughing because me personally, my left side is harder. So let's lay onto our mat. You're going to turn the roller to a diagonal so the head of the roller reaches the opposite corner of my mat. I'm going to place my left knee on the inside of the mat. I'm going to square my body up. Now, if I feel good here, I'm going to stay here. If it's already hurting, then I come out a little bit. So find your point, feel comfortable, abs are in, and we're going to push the roller, and then pull back. What I love about it is as we're rolling this zone, you feel that stretch all the way up to the pelvis. So it really opens you up. Think of like a wide-legged child's pose. Breathe into it. Remember, I'm not moving my knee, I'm not moving my ankle. we're shifting our body. And we're going to keep breathing. Inhale, exhale. We have 3 more. Usually you want to do about 6 to 8 passes. Good. Now for the last one, I'm going to hold where I feel the most tension and do that reverse hacky sack. Little by little, as you get to the later repetitions, your range of motion should naturally increase with each one. So don't force it. Tighten into the core. If your pressure point changes, move the roller. Follow. 3. 2 more. Dive into the back core. Nice work, team. 1 more. And now bring the roller to the middle of your thigh. Notice I just kind of draw my body over. And now pull the roller to the upper groin and then back to the center. Pull toward the groin. I'm really tight. I rode my bike for 2 hours yesterday, so between normally being tight here and then yesterday, it's a little bit more sensitive. But breathe into it. When you know that that pain doesn't mean you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to find that you can breathe into it, just like we teach in yoga. Don't create any unnecessary tension. Relax your jaw, relax your facial expressions. Send that signal to melt and let go of the body. On the last one, I'm going to hold where I felt the most tension, and I'm going to reverse hacky sack. This is one most clients that I've given it to will not do it on their own because it is so uncomfortable. So feel free to find this on the YouTube when we post it and do it as often as you can, especially if you're finding that you have a lot of tightness in here. Okay, we're going to do 3 more. Rotate, down, 2 more, rotate, down, nicely done. Last one. And now let's just go ahead and do 4 more passes and examine what you feel different from when we first moved to now when we opened it up a little bit more. Good. And then come all the way back. We're going to spin around into a seated position. So again, now that I'm going on my left side, I'm going to put the inner part of the roller almost parallel to my left inner groin. I'm going to bend my right knee and I'm pushing my left leg down into the roller. Try not to lift your body. You have no pressure on the roller. This way. So I'm right on that inner hamstring. I'm going to turn the knee in and I'm going to start rolling through. So think of that edge of the adductor connecting with the edge of the inner hamstring. So again, explore. Remember, it's going to feel different from one side to the next. Breathe into it. Now find an area that maybe is a little more tender, and we're just going to do that quick little windshield labor. Now the hamstrings generally can take about 50% more impact than your quad muscles can. So I have several different rollers or different densities and different spirals that we use. For today's purpose, I'm on 1 roller, because you can still adjust how you press into it. Now, come all the way to that seated position, but your tailbone, the bottom of your pelvis bone is not on the roller. I'm just off of it. And I'm to the point that if I sat up straight, I would fall because I'm not balanced. So you have to be right on that back side and slightly lean forward. Okay? I'm going to take my right foot and turn it out, which naturally turns my knee and hip in, and then I'm going to start rolling. Good. Try to lean forward a little bit more, it puts pressure. Now, I personally already feel that pressure point at the insertion, so I'm not going to roll. I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to melt. Because when it tenses up too much, you're not able to get that release. Once you feel a little release, you're more than welcome to go back into the roll. And just move small movements. This should feel bruising. You might feel, like I said earlier, that crunching, like you're moving over a bubble. Nothing to worry about. I'm going to turn my leg in a little more, really trying to get into that adductor. And now I'm going to hold, and I'm going to do that little scratch, really just shifting your hips. Scratching my butt. Good. Breathe into it. Good. And now pause, turn the leg out a little bit, and then the same thing. We're gonna push forward and pull back. Push forward and pull back. So now I'm really at that hamstring insertion point. Tread lightly. We all have different tenderness. Breathe, and again, you might go all the way down the leg. This posterior chain connects to the back of the toe, goes all the way up to the back of the calf. That's your moving pieces of connecting muscles together for movement patterns. I'm going to hold, and I'm going to go back into that shimmy one more time. Feel like I'm scratching, getting that side-to-side movement. Here's 4. There's my foot. 3, 2, and time. We're slowly going to come off of it and come back up. Sit up nice and tall. And just again, feel like you're walking. Kind of get that little release from the back of the hips. And now press both feet forward and just give me a nice forward fold. Now, I would like for you to take your 2 fingers, if it's available, and hook them on the outside of the ball of the foot. So your foot's in a nice dorsiflex position. You're really getting that whole posterior stretch. Your Achilles, your gastroc, and into your hamstrings. Lift your sternum up as you breathe in. Let go of the air as you fold. So we've gone through releasing the muscles I wanted to release today. Now we're going to focus on lengthening, and then we're going to go through a portion of activation. Again, deep breath in, and out. Now if you can, take your whole hand over the ball of your foot, getting that big toe in there. I want you to pull your hands towards you as you also push your feet into your hands. So it creates a stop. Inhale, lift your sternum. Now exhale. You should feel this more so in the gastroc and the Achilles. A little bit in the hamstrings. But keep pushing your feet into your hands as you pull back. Do that deep breath again. Inhale. Sigh it out. One more. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Release your hands. Slowly come up. And just pump your ankles out for a second. Great. If you're on a mat, come to the middle of it. If you're not on a mat, I just want you to pretend like you're in a V position so I can really give you some angles. I want you to take your right foot to the front corner, and I want you to flex your left heel right to that inner groin. Now, pull your flesh up so you're right on your sit bones. I don't want you sitting to the leg that's bent. Both hips have to be grounded. If they won't ground, this leg needs to come in more. But I'm actively thinking, push out through my right, and then pull out with my left knee. Fingertips on the mat, deep breath in, and then exhale, walk forward, keep both sit bones on the mat, and then feel like you're reaching this right leg out, and then take the toe and turn it back. Good, and then fold forward. So you should feel that whole inner line that we just opened up. So this is your adductor, your inner hamstring, deep breath here, and out, sigh it out. Breathe into the ribs, blow up that balloon. Sigh it out. Now release the hand, slowly walk back up to seated, and then we'll switch sides. Pull your right leg in, take your left leg out. So I'm gonna push my left leg out, I'm gonna flex my right foot in, make sure I'm still on my sit bones, and then push the leg out, crawl your way forward. Lift your sternum, and then take that left big toe and turn it out. Good, feel that whole inner spiral. Keep lifting the chest and breathe in. Sigh it out. And when you breathe, I want the rib cage to expand as much as you can. One more, and ideally, each time you sigh out that breath, you go a little further. Good. Slowly come into the center. Now pull both knees to the chest, and I want you to swing over onto your hands and knees. Now, I'm going to turn to a diagonal so you guys can see this. Now, from your hands and knees, You can come into a crouching position to stand up or one leg in front, whatever you like to do. Take your feet wide and your toes slightly turned in. So right now, I feel like I'm pushing the ground apart. Remember we did that earlier. So you technically lift your arch up. Hands on your hips, lift your chest. Keep pushing the ground apart, and now push your tailbone back as we come into a yoga wide-legged forward fold. Now, if you feel like you need a little further, widen your feet a little more. Remember what I said, the toes are in, the arch is up, you're on the outer edge. Now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend your elbows and feel like you're bringing the crown of your head to the mat. This is going to stretch that outer gastroc, your IT band, and you should be feeling it in your thighs. Karen, I would take your feet wider if it's available. Yeah. There you go. And again, breathe in. Big sigh out. Think of the crown of the head reaching for the mat. So you really are holding it back. Not only is this great for the areas that we have rolled, but it's also a great letting go pose. Now everybody come up on your fingertips, inhale to what we call a flat back. Here's where it gets funky. We call this kung fu. I want you to bend into your right leg. Now your right heel probably will come up. I'm fine with that. As I bend into my right leg, my left toe flips up. Get low if you can. So my right hand is inside my right knee. You should feel a deep inner line stretch all the way up to that epicneimus. If you're good here, stay here. If you feel you need more, reach the fingers forward as you keep rotating that toe back. Breathe into it. If getting in this position is just not working, the other option you can do is from this side, you can go into a side lunge. Right? So we can be all the way in kung fu or in a side lunge. Wherever you're at, deep breath into it. Sigh it out. And again, deep breath in. Sigh it out. If you're in kung fu, walk your hands back in. Push into your hands and lift up off your right leg. Crawl back to the center. Everybody breathe deep in forward fold. Bend your elbows, bring the crown of your head down. Push into the outer edge of your feet. Lift up through the arches and breathe. Good job. All right. Lift your head and chest up, come onto those fingertips. Now, I'm going to bend into my left leg, remember the heel can come up, and as I drop, I'm going to rotate my right foot out. Good, or I'm going to go into side lunge. Remember, they both will give a similar stretch. Kung Fu gets deeper into the groin, and it will get that epicneimus. Now, my left elbow's inside my thigh. If I'm good here, I'm going to stay here. If I need more, I'm going to crawl my hands forward and feel like my fingertips reach as my foot externally rotates. If you get to that point where you've gone too far, just lightly come out of it. Deep breath in, sigh it out. And again, deep breath in, and big sigh. Last one. Walk your hands back in, push into your hands and down into your left foot, and then come back into that wide-legged fold one more time. Push the ground away and just observe the openness the legs feel. They might need a minute or two for the blood to reflow to the thighs, so take that moment. And then when you're ready, lift up to your fingertips. If you went wide, I would heel toe in just one step. Soften your knees, hands to your hips. Drive into your heel, squeeze your glutes, and rotate the body back to standing position. Great. Now, bring your weight into your heels, and let's go back into that sumo squat. So remember, plie would be all the way up. Sumo squat is into a V. Weight in the heel, tailbone tucks down. We inhale, squat, exhale, drag. Does everybody feel that openness? So simply said, your range of motion is increased, your muscle function is going to be better, and you have the potential of adding more load without risk of injury. So keep feeling like you're pushing the ground apart, pulling the ground up. Pushing the ground apart, holding the ground up. We're going to do 6 more, and breathe, squeeze the glutes. So now that this restriction isn't there, you should really be feeling that grab into the glutes throughout the movement. Inhale, 4, exhale, 3 more, lower, and lift. Make sure your toes are spread. You have a tendency to want to clench those toes. Don't do that. Remember what I said, the big toe is part of the posterior chain fascial movement system. And then here's one more. Great job. Now, bring your toes back in and bring your feet back to about shoulder distance. Spread the toes, and now go to a basic squat. Load it down, drive it up. If you want to add the arms, you may. Spread the toes. So now that we've warmed up the ankle, you've gotten that knee warm, you shouldn't see the valgus knee. You should also have a lot more availability of your dorsiflexion, which simply is the ability of the knee to go forward. Now here's the fun part. When you do a squat, can you see that my knee is almost my toe? What we got in the habit of doing is keeping our knee over the ankle, and I see so many squats like this. And if you trained with me, I told you, this loads your spine. So I will tell you to push your knees forward. What I won't do is tell you to push your knees forward. So there's always a difference to the movement. Exhale, come up. 2 more. Load and unload. And then the last one. Awesome. Great job, you guys. So if you are one that when you're walking, you get a lot of pressure in your feet, when you're squatting, when you're doing certain movements, you find that your feet do collapse. Maybe you're walking a lot and you feel that tension. This entire sequence lengthening will help. If you do it daily, you'll start to see a change in your day-to-day movement. But remember, it's not about I'm going to do it, it's going to get better, and then I'm done. It's a matter of continuing. It's a matter of making it part of your daily workout. It doesn't always have to be 45 minutes, but you can pick and choose a 10-minute segment and apply it as often as you can.